don't even know how to start this video. I don't want to lie. It's okay, we'll find an intro along the way. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are coming from my Provoking Purpose channel, welcome little star. If you are new to this channel and new to me as a whole, my name is Lele and this is my channel on femininity and womanhood. I have come to grow so in love with femininity and womanhood and just the journey of molding yourself into the woman of your dreams. So I am really excited for this channel. Before we get into this video, I want to share with you a little bit about my hair. I got this hair from Dragon City Hair. I will link all the details below, and I'm just going to insert a small little tutorial of how I installed this 4x4 lace closure water wave wig, which is 22 inches, with all the products in the description too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe and share it with a friend. Alright ladies, so this is going to be a pretty quick tutorial. I'm going to start by combing out the top of my hair. I don't have a hot comb, so I'm just going to use a hairdryer and a fine-tooth comb. I'm going to wear my wig cap, and I was supposed to start by cutting holes in the ears. There we go. And then I'm going to go in with my Got To Be spiking gel just to make sure that the wig cap is sitting nice and pretty. What I'm going to do after that is go in with my hairdryer and then use some hairspray just to make sure that it's extra secured. And then I'm going to cut off the excess wig cap. I'm just going to add some extra glue just to make sure that it is sitting flat, and then I'm going to go in with my foundation by Wet n Wild, and I'm also going to put some brown powder on the lace just to tint it a bit. I did not bleach the knots, so this was just a quicker way for me to do it. I'm going to just measure the width of the lace and make sure that there is enough glue on the surface area, and go in with my hairdryer and then stick it down. And once you stick it down, it shouldn't move. Make sure that the glue dries clear. Once that's done, we're going to cut off the lace, and then we are going to style it as desired. Now, this is my process of doing my baby hairs. I didn't necessarily like the first baby hairs that I did. As you can see that they are different in the recorded video and in the tutorial. The first ones, I was just trying to go for a simple look, and then I just realized I'm not a simple baby hair girl. I'm going to go in with my mousse that I got from Takealot. I'm not sure about the name of the brand. But it will be linked down below in the description box, so make sure you check it out. I'm just going to use a fine-tooth comb to just comb out the baby hairs in my desired manner. This mousse is so amazing, ladies. You do not even need to wrap it once you're done, because it's just so, like, I believe in it. I honestly believe in it. I'm just going to go back in with my hairdryer and then hairspray again just to make sure that the top is flat, and then I'm just gonna go in with some water just to define the curls, like in with some more powder just to tint the lace a bit and make it look more natural, and that's it. Alright ladies, so I thought the first video of this channel should be something that kind of just shuts down any negative energy coming into it, right? I thought, okay, let me do an assumptions tag on femininity. I didn't get assumptions from other people. I just basically used assumptions that I have seen a lot on the internet about femininity, and a lot of opinions that don't really have the full informed idea of femininity, and just use it as the foundation for this channel so that you are able to grow in peace and knowing that this is not something toxic. This is not about grooming, indoctrination, about making yourself in a certain way for a man. No, this is about you and your personal growth and journey, and finding your inner power and walking in a way that empowers you and allows you to be the best version for yourself, as well as the people who get to experience you with your permission. So let's get into the first assumption. The first assumption I thought I would tackle is that femininity is indoctrination. Now, what is indoctrination? Indoctrination is teaching people a certain set of beliefs without giving them the space to critically discern whether those beliefs are founded on good or founded on evil or founded on anything that they agree with. I would say everything in life is built on a set of principles, right? Cars need oil in order to run. It's a fact. Oxygen is required for fire to function. It's a fact, right? You can't change it because of the way that you feel or because of the way that you perceive it. It's not something to philosophize over. It is what it is. It's a principle in nature. And I do feel like as human beings, we do have a certain set of principles that govern our relationships and our social interactions. And I think if you are the type of woman who desires a highly masculine man or desires a man who kind of makes you feel like a little girl and all the typical fairy tale story type of things in a man, you do need to acknowledge that he also needs a certain type of energy in order for his space to be there for him to function in his fullness. Now, I didn't want this to get to there so quickly, but what I am trying to say is that everything in life has principles that govern it, and that includes nature, right? You need sperm, you need an egg in order to have a baby. In this process of uncovering and discovering your femininity, it is about discovering your egg. It is about discovering what is your God-given natural strength in your social interactions that aids the flow, the flow of interaction, the flow of your existence that helps you feel more strong and powerful. What is that place where you feel like you are walking on air as a woman? Where does your confidence come from? Where does your strength come from? How do you feel like you are the best version of yourself? It's about tapping into that and not necessarily grooming you into somebody who you are not. Not every woman is a feminine woman, and that is okay, right? But if you are the type of woman who does desire a whole lot of level 10 masculine energy around them, you need to know that you cannot also walk in your full level 10 masculine energy all the time. In the workplace, maybe. In places where you need to grind and be taken seriously in terms of these are people who you are not socially familiar with, yes, walk in your masculine energy, be that boss. But there are certain areas in your life where you need to tune into that nurturing, softer side in order to allow the flow of the environment to take place correctly. Let's get into the next assumption. Femininity teaches women how to be timid and bow down to men. I won't lie, when I first started reading up and listening to videos on femininity, I did sometimes get the feeling that I was kind of being groomed for a certain type of man. It did feel uncomfortable that somebody was kind of like slicing off parts of me that I thought made me a strong woman, that made me independent, that made me who I am, that were the good parts about me. I want to compare resting in your feminine energy kind of sort of like to submission. People usually do distort very good principles in order to benefit, right? So there are a lot of people who are distorting femininity in order to manipulate women, in order to build the type of wife that they want as a result of them labeling themselves as a high value, high masculine man. Ladies, I want you to know from the start of this journey that having someone high value in your life does not shrink you. It does not make you smaller. It does not make you limit yourself. It in fact makes you build on your strengths and makes you a better person. They edify you. Have you ever had a friend who is so into growth that you just hop onto the growth wave just by being in their presence, just by being connected to them? It is the same thing. When you find somebody who is high value, who works on themselves, who is walking in their purpose, who appreciates everything good that God has given them and has made an effort to cultivate that, it makes you want to do the same. When you are with a high value man, you want to be a high value woman in order to meet him where he is, and vice versa. If you are a high value woman, you want a high value man to meet you where you are. Femininity is a dance. It's like a tango. Like, you take one step forward, he takes a step back, he takes a step forward, you take a step back, right? It's about wherever you are strong, you lead, and he gives you the space to lead in your strength. And wherever he is strong, you get to rest and know that somebody who you have allowed to lead because you trust in their strength and you've eye-witnessed their character is leading. You have peace in that, right? It's a dance. When I'm leading, he is resting. Why? Because he trusts in my character and he sees that I am who I say I am in my actions. And when he is leading, I am resting. My feminine energy allows me to rest in places where masculinity rules. Why? Because I trust that he has enough for the both of us. He has enough to carry this relationship in that specific department. So it's a dance, it's a tango. It's not to say you sit back and be the pretty flower and he does all the terrible hard work. There are certain relationships where there are people who are better at finances and they are the woman in the relationship, and so the woman handles the finances. But it's not a tug of war, it's a tango. Ooh, I feel that. It is not a tug of war. You guys are not pulling on opposite sides for power. You are pulling in the same direction, even though one is taking a step forward and one is taking a step back. You guys are still moving in the same direction with a common purpose, and that's what makes the dance beautiful. The last assumption is that femininity teaches women how to be pretensive. I want to continue to give an explanation of what femininity is from my own personal perspective, because I feel like it allows you to allow it in a different way. Femininity allows you to get in touch with your purest self. It allows you to get in touch with who you were before the world told you that a woman is this and a woman is that and a woman is that. Your childlike nature, the woman that you were when you were in seed form, the love, the care, the nurturing, the sensitivity, everything that you had before somebody told you stop being a girl, stop being so sensitive, stop being this, stop being that, right? We want to get back in touch with that because that is where we are most powerful. Those are our strengths. When I am sensitive, I'm able to walk into a room and discern what is for me before people even open their mouth, right? That sensitivity is a protection mechanism for my spirit and my energy and my peace. But because people will tell you stop being so sensitive to what people say, stop taking offense so easily, now all of a sudden you allow any and every harmful thing into your energy, and you don't even realize that you are fertile ground. Whatever you put inside of you, you allow it to grow. I want to end this video by talking about why femininity is so important to me. I am a person who values intentionality over a lot, right? And femininity has kind of been a way to express my intentionality as a woman in my relationships, in my social affairs, in my areas where I am working towards higher goals and higher purpose. Even just in conflict, allowing me to rest in my feminine energy has allowed me to tap into a place where I feel strong, even if I'm not raising my voice, even if I'm not making somebody else feel small. It just gives me the space to be myself, the woman that I've always felt like I am, but never had the way to express it, never had the way to identify those characteristics. So this journey, if you are willing to join, will definitely be about growth. It will challenge you, it will edify you, but it will absolutely allow you to live a deeper, meaningful, intentional life where you are happy with who you are, happy where you walk, and you do not feel constrained or you do not feel dictated by your environment and what your environment requires you to be. You just get to be you and let everybody else live in the overflow of your grace. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with a friend, and I will see you in my next one.